Welcome back to Boss Crew. Look at us. We got a whole new wardrobe. Compliments to
Hello, hello,
Christian.
hello.
What up? What up? What up? We're rolling
So,
in the deep now.
yeah, I know,
We
right?
are.
Just like one change at a time. Oof. Fresh, fresh though. Yeah, today, I mean, we've had some interesting conversations, but today there's a very interesting piece that I was looking at. I was on Amazon and I saw this ring, and it's a fitness tracker. Now, I've seen watches as a fitness tracker, I've seen phones, but a ring, and I'm thinking in the right hands or the wrong hands, this can
Mm.
become more than just a fitness tracker. And
Portable
we started,
pineapple.
uh, uh, okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
okay. And it's just so crazy to think that, you know, Paul said, if you can think it, it can be done. So I feel like someone somewhere has already done this. It's it's very scary to think how much it can weaken, you know.
I mean, what you have to
You
believe is, oh, sorry about that.
No, no, you're good. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I was
Think,
waiting for y'all to chime in.
one thing people have to keep in mind is if the tech is out there, best believe someone is messing up with it.
Oh yeah. Oh
Because
yes.
Hmm.
the the one way you get good at this is by trying to mess with things. You have to practice, you have to play around with stuff. It doesn't matter if you mess it up, if you break it. You have to play with it to find out what you can do or what it can do.
Right.
So,
Absolutely.
best believe if there's something cool out there,
Hmm.
just like that ring, instead of having that whole big bracelet on your wrist, you just put the ring on. It's easy, it's simple. You know, some people would like that. It's like a less invasive um jewelry, rings or things. People wear rings because certain people like bold looking ones, once you walk and you can see that big diamond. And others just like something subtle. And with a fitness ring, you can get that. So best believe if it's cool, if it's techy, there's all there's the upside part of it, which is the part where you like it, you want to try it, you are going to buy it. And then there's a second upside, but that upside is for people that can turn it into a downside for you. And those people are the people who's gonna buy it to actually play around with it and see what are the things they can do with it that normal users or buyers, consumers are
Hmm.
not able to. So they can be, it's fun. It's fun to play around with things. So it's the same thing for the hacker. Even if it's a blue team, the good hackers, the legal hackers,
Right.
you're still going to play around with it to
Oh
see
yeah.
what kind of
Oh yeah.
threat exists within that object. But yeah, if it's
Kristen,
techie,
if I could
yep.
jump in real quick, and as you're saying, I'm just thinking, and my mind is just like literally just racing with all kind of thoughts of how to play with something like that. I was, joking earlier. I said, you're walking into the building, you're carrying a stack of donuts, get someone to hold the door. You got this device on your finger. You're collecting all kind of,
What beta?
oh, yeah, all kind of things. It can probably, now that I think about it, I wonder it can probably be used as well as a flipper, right? Um,
Yeah.
to collect the code for any kind of punching pad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
get to a secure server, and then you can upload it and see if you got the right numbers, the combination. Um, Once you're inside, just thinking about all kind of things they can capture wirelessly, just by maybe waving your hand over a computer, right? A laptop or something, and
Mm-hmm.
they could just start reading all kind of metrics, all kind of data right there, and just collecting things and just storing them into that little device on your finger until you get someplace and you upload it and see
Mm-hmm.
what you have.
Mm-hmm.
It's a James Bond tool in the making.
Yep.
I like
Yep.
that.
It's not in the making. I think it's already made at
Oh
this
yeah,
point.
it's
I
I mean,
already
it's
think.
made.
out
Yeah,
there, yeah.
it's already out there.
Yeah. Some of these shows, these movies, it's I think things like this already exist, and some of them are kind of like far out, but not so far out that you're like, ah, nah, this can't happen. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
20, 30. No, give it. We thought AI couldn't happen this early, and look at where we're at with AI. AI is so quick. I think that it's evolving so much quicker than we expected it to, that it's gonna be at a high level way earlier than anyone could have predicted.
Hey,
And it's all has to do with how it collects our data, how it
yep.
collects all data between if it's listening to you, if it's looking at the questions you're asking, types of questions you're asking. If you set it up yourself, like we talked about last time, you can set up your own type of AI to do tasks for you. There was this girl I follow, she actually set up AI to do her bidding for clients for some tech company that she runs, and it calls, it emails, whatever. It's like a second
Mm-hmm.
her, so she can wake up at noon while the AI is doing everything for her, reading emails, responding to email, all of it. So it's like I think technology has surpassed it, and Back to the Future. That's the show, right? I think
Yeah.
I, I think that's gonna be in the near future more more near than we think. I don't think that's a word, but you know what I mean. Closer than we think. There we go.
I
That's what I'm
mean,
trying to say.
I
Yeah.
mean, especially for data analysts,
Mhm.
the they have they are getting most of their tasks done by AI.
Oh
Mhm.
yes.
And so listen, let's take a step back. Tesla is putting out a robot
Mhm.
which is controlled by AI. It's AI
Mhm.
powered technically.
Right.
So it's a it's a physical AI. There we
Mhm.
go. And people will be able to buy it.
Mhm.
Put it in your house. Maybe help you with, I don't know, the chores. Um, maybe, basic math homework with your children, you know? Listen, this point, some year coming, you don't have to pay for a babysitter. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah.
Hey, who knows? You have a
It's
camera
true.
system in the house, and you can have that robot in the house making sure that your child um, do whatever they have to
Yeah.
do without it. Listen, if you can afford the robot and it's capable of making sure that your child um, gets their homework done, take their shower, eat, and all of that, then listen, you can go out and let's say if you used to go out and come back at home at 7, now you can stay a little longer.
Yeah.
You're still gonna have to go home because I'm not leaving my child with a robot, but
Mhm.
people are gonna get used to it. People are
No,
gonna get comfortable with it.
They are.
you're absolutely right. I can definitely see um how a robot could be of use um to a family at home if you want to go out, right? So the typical setups are making sure the kids eat, um, bathed, and put to bed at a certain time. As well as entertainment in there as
Oh,
well. Um,
yeah.
a robot to pretty much do that. And I say that because with the inclusion of having your house wired to some sort of AI system, right? Um,
Mhm.
start the oven, start the shower. You
Mhm.
you literally you program all of this within to the robot, and you reschedule everything because those people who actually have certain devices set up to their phone now, such as pull down the curtains at a certain time,
Yeah.
put the heat on at the certain. You could do all of that from your phone from a
Mhm.
distance. But if
Already,
you
yeah.
have one of those robotic tools in your home, and their job is to watch the kids for X amount of hours, security is set, right? Because
Yeah.
Yep.
the robot is going to lock the door. If there's an intruder, the robot knows how to trigger the alarm system to
Alarm
notify the
system.
authorities to come. You will be triggered to come home, right? So, Christian, you're absolutely right. All of these things could be set if you had a robot to assist with that. The mom and dad could go out for an evening to go get have a night out just to go have dinner, a quiet dinner alone, and come back. Kids are in bed, robot is all set. Um, Mom and dad is back. All right, robot could go power down and start recharging for tomorrow. I can see it. It can happen. It can
Yeah.
happen.
Again,
You know, this
definitely
this
can.
this morning they actually, and this probably gave an idea to a lot of people who are still learning how to operate on an AI on their phone or haven't chose to yet. So they did a they did a test where someone scheduled booked tickets to Las Vegas using AI, and the other person did it from their computer. Well, the person from there sat down who found tickets and whatnot. Took them about 45 minutes to figure out the best package. Somebody just with AI just went on and said, find me the best travel package to Las Vegas, leaving on this day. I want the cheapest flight that's available.
Hmm.
They both came up with the same pricing. For one person, it took them 15 minutes. No, less than 15 minutes. The other person, it took them 45 minutes. Then when they both got to Vegas, the person using AI said, all right, plan out an itinerary for me of things to do for free in Las Vegas. The other person took them 30 minutes to plan out a whole thing. The only the only draw for the AI was that one of the places that they told the person to go to, no, two of the places. One place was closed the day they told them to close, so AI
Hmm.
didn't have that update that this place was happening to be closed.
Mhm.
Then another thing they told it to look at to go look at the fountains, and this was the best time. Well, the reason why it was the best time because the fountains wasn't on at that time. Um,
Mm.
but what we learn and what we know with the large language model and AI, and that all these developers of AI, they need us to continue feeding the algorithms to help it be better at making the right decisions on knowing something like something is closed, or the reason why it may be nice to go see this is because the fountains are not actually operating at this time. So those were just the small draws. But the fact that you can use AI to do all those things where a lot of people probably haven't done it yet. Now it
Mhm.
gave people have an idea. Oh crap, I can plan my whole vacation and let AI just plan it all out.
Mm.
Yeah. And the key part of what you said there is why well, not why is actually what people really think that the machine, the AI is learning from random probably random stuff on the internet, or what someone is feeding it, as if there's someone on the computer constantly uploading documents or data. No, like you said, the only reason why the AI failed to tell that and send that person to that location when it was closed is because probably that location, if you look it up on Google Map, for example, they probably don't have the right schedule on there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
and those are the small details
Yeah.
that will mess it up, of
Yeah.
course. But at the end, it will catch up because today more than ever, you need some kind of online um, presence. So
Yep.
you need that, and for most businesses, especially those in the restaurant or entertainment, they need that. They really need to be active online. They need their information to be accurate online
Right.
because
Mm-hmm.
this is online, the web is the best pool for advertising. So one way or another, you'll get to the point where it will be definitely 100% accurate to let AI
Yeah.
plan your entire vacation, from booking tickets to planning an itinerary to choose the right restaurants. At some point you will just go
Yeah.
and tell that machine that listen, I'm taking my girlfriend, I'm taking the family, I'm taking my friends or whatever. I have that goal. I want to go to vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Make it work.
Yep.
And
Make it
Christian,
work.
Yep.
and just to add to what you're saying, that's no different. So let's say you plan a vacation, you go to Disney, um, and you get down there and you think, okay, we're gonna do the theme parks, we're gonna go to Disney, we're gonna go to Universal, and we're gonna go to SeaWorld. You decide you're gonna go to SeaWorld, let's say on a Tuesday. SeaWorld might not be open on Tuesday, but you don't
Yeah.
know that until you get down there. So yeah, that AI had that snafu, but I'm thinking also in terms of a restaurant. You decide you want to order from a restaurant tonight. You say, I think it's open. I'm not sure. You go to look it up. They say it open, um, but you maybe on Yelp says that they're open, and you call a restaurant, come to find out they have a schedule change. So
Hmm.
it's that real time that real time update needs to be happen. But I guess the only way it's going to happen is if somebody feeds that information into that AI algorithm so that it knows on Tuesdays this place is not open. They have a schedule change. They're open now on Wednesdays now. So now the next person who may come right behind me, whether it's you or Bendy, and says, "Hey, is this restaurant open on today?" AI says, checking, it is closed on Tuesdays, but will be open on Wednesday. Why? Because what I just put in there, it just updated that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how it's working. I think you're right. People thinking that it's someone behind the scenes feeding a bunch of documents to it to update. This is not the Flintstones. So it's like it's constantly feeding
And give it
information.
time. Give it time. I feel like, we have satellites, right?
Oh
Give it
yes.
time. I feel like that will be the next thing. So, all right,
Yeah.
you're trying to plan a vacation. It's gonna look at the exact time and date and tell you, is it open? If you
Yeah.
say, okay, for this week, check the schedule, or it will even do an automated call to the restaurant. Hey,
Make
are you
sure.
guys open? Boom. It did the work for you. You don't have to call them. Or it'll make a list like we're not sure about these restaurants right here. Give them a call before going. So I think one step will be the uh, give them a call yourself, and the next step will be we've already called, we've confirmed that this is or is not open.
But
Absolutely.
there's another
Absolutely.
angle too, Dave, because here we're talking from the consumer angle point of view, but we all also have to consider that it will actually work faster because those businesses will all also using it because
Mm-hmm.
believe it or not, you cannot show up there because let's say because it changed, the schedule changed last minute, or
Mm-hmm.
for an emergency, they closed out that day. But
Right.
that day was, let's say they missed out on a busy day. If usually they get 25 customers, that day they had 50
Mm-hmm.
customers, but they were closed. The best thing, the first thing that'll come to mind is to never let that happen again. So
Right.
if that business now can use that same tech, that same software to make sure that when there are changes like that in their schedule, it can be automatically updated, then guess what?
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have to worry about the first person though, um, documenting if that restaurant is open or not. Because the owner of that restaurant will be like, listen, I don't want to miss on business anymore. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna
Right.
what I'm gonna do is if for any reason when I open my restaurant and when I close my restaurant, I will make sure that my system communicates.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my system communicates and I have they write a script, so their system can communicate with some AI tool that will provide
Mm-hmm.
information, live feeds information to Google Map, for example, or Yelp, so they can make sure that if they close for an emergency or if they change their schedule, it is automatically updated online also.
Right.
And
Okay.
there
Right.
Right.
you go. So at every level, those details are already filled. So next
Mm-hmm.
thing you have, I think right now what's happening is that as people are getting used to that technology, the technology of certain details doesn't need to be done by humans anymore, that you can set up your machine to do it.
Mm-hmm.
As people are getting used to that and or getting more open to the idea, it'll get easier, will it? And we'll come we eventually come to the stage where most of the
Mm-hmm.
stuff will be a normal
Right.
stuff, you
Right.
know?
Right. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And I think with all that being said, the one thing that I fear is Megan happening, because if you've seen the movie with Megan, that's a thing.
Actually, I don't know that movie. What movie is that?
Christian, you got to watch it. That's all
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything else. You got to
Yeah.
watch it.
All
You
right, all
got to
right, all
watch
right.
it. That's it.
It'll have
That's
you.
it.
It'll
You'll
grab.
find out everything. You'll find out everything from that.
It'll
Um,
grab you.
but yeah. And so then let's for next time let's do a quick review of Megan and we'll all watch it again. There we go. We'll talk about it and how we're with everything advancing, kind of heading into this area. Okay, that's okay. I won't say any more, but if you don't have anything else to say, guys, we good to wrap it up?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
it
I'm
for
good.
me
I'm
for
good.
tonight.
Yeah, okay. Because this movie, I mean, once you just watch it, we're gonna all watch it again. So then we have a nice review coming up and we'll talk more about AI and where everything is going. So this is Boss Crew signing out for tonight. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Peace.